Alright guys, basically what we have today, I wanted to make a video about this M855 band. Basically 5.56 by 45, a certain type of ammunition that's basically a green tipped ammunition. It is an actual steel tipped, not steel cord penetrator inside that round. And lo and behold, the ATF has decided that, we need to see about banning this ammunition for civilian sales because it is armor piercing. So right now I have some level 3A body armor, and I'm going to demonstrate to you that just about any rifle ammunition can be armor piercing, including 300 blackout 220 grain subsonic ammunition, which is going anywhere from 8 or 900 feet a second. Okay, this is level 3A body armor. Okay, and right now at the back of it, there are no holes in it whatsoever. Okay, no holes. All right, so we're going to start off with just a demonstration of shooting this with subsonic ammunition. Okay, this is AAC, MPW, SBR, of course, and we're going to mount this 762 SD suppressor on here. Okay, and we're going to just show you, make sure that thing's on good, we're going to show you that even subsonic ammunition can be armor piercing. Okay, so, alright, now I want to show you something, if I can get it unhooked here. There's some holes back there. Okay, there's a hole, there's a hole, there's a hole, and there's a hole. Okay, those rounds penetrated right through, and that's subsonic ammunition. Okay, that was P&W hollow point or hollow tip 220 grain 300 blackout. Okay, now that's not all. We got something else. Okay, let me go grab this real quick. Now, what we have here is our regular 5.56. Okay, this is PMC full metal jacket, 55 grain. It's a lead core with a copper jacket, no steel core penetrator, no steel tip penetrator whatsoever, out of a 11.5 inch SBR. Okay, this is a 1-7 twist barrel. Okay, and I'm going to show to you that even this ammunition, which is just regular plink ammunition, can be armor piercing. Okay, now look at those holes. Okay, do you see all that right there? All that ammunition whizzed right through level 3 body armor. Okay, so at the end of the day, what we have here is we have the ATF trying to ban basically not just M855 ammunition, but just about every ammunition that can go through body armor, which is pretty much every single rifle round out there. I mean, if you really think about it, even 5.7 by 28, which is commonly used in the P90 or the PS90s and the FN57, the hollow point, which they have a green tip on those as well. I think it's the SS198 or 19, not the 197. It's one of those designations. Can go through level 3A body armor. Okay. Let me grab something else. All you AK guys out there, remember what happened to our beloved 7.62, or excuse me, our 5.56, 5.45 by 39 7N6 ammunition. They came in the spam cans from like AIM Surplus. They used to be, about 120 bucks for, 1,080 rounds. Well, I guess there just simply wasn't enough AK guy support out there, and the ATF had their way with that ammunition. And I used to be able just to dirt shoot sheeply with that ammunition. And I have one or two spam can left, but I'm not able to order any more of that ammunition from AIM Surplus no more because guess what? The ATF had their way. They said it had a steel core penetrator, oh my God, which it did have some kind of mild steel shit in it. And now we can't have that ammunition. So us AK guys are just kind of limited to the commercial shit, which is Wolf, you know, all that other shit out there, which is not bad ammunition, but you know that corrosive spam can stuff was cheap. Okay, so if you AR guys out there let the governments have their way with that green tip M855 ammunition that Lake City makes, you guys are going to be in a bind just kind of like us AK guys. You know what I mean? And it's really up to y'all to be able to handle this shit. You know? And look at that. I mean, have a look at that. That's just regular ammunition. You guys are just going to let them be able, if they could take M855 away, well shit, they're going to be able to take any other rifle round away, because that right there, my friend, is piercing some body armor. That's level 3A. Okay? There's nothing else I can say about that. You know? All I know is at the end of the day, if 300 blackout, subsonic 220 grain, which is traveling anywhere from 8,000 or 9,000 feet, excuse me, not 1,000, 100 feet a second, which is under the sound barrier, that's traveling just a touch bit faster than 45 ACP. If they're gonna be able to take that type of ammunition away from the civilian population, just commercial sales, they're gonna be able to take whatever they want later down the line. So you guys need to really consider really getting on the ball with making some changes. I mean, in my honest opinion, we're losing rights as far as firearms goes faster than we can get them. I mean, like, that's my only thing right there. It's just my only complaint. I mean, I can rant about it all day and it can help nothing. A lot of the other gun channels out there have made videos, but at the end of the day, I mean, this ammunition is going to go bye-bye if y'all let it. You know what I'm talking about? Us AK guys, that 5.45 round, that's gone. You think we're going to get that shit back? Shit, no. Once the ammunition is banned, you know how hard it would be to get that shit back? Shit, we haven't even got our 7.62x39 Chinese steel core ammunition back since Bill Clinton was in office. A lot of you gun channels haven't even been around that long to even really know about any of that shit. But anyway, that's pretty much my video. Hopefully it was kind of informative, and that's all I got to say about that. Just a bunch of bullshit. I'm telling y'all, if y'all let the governments and the ATF and the NFA branch have their way, they'll take every freaking bullet away from you, and they'll leave you with a freaking candy bar to eat on at the end of the day. Probably not even that. Alright guys, so I wanted to add this little part into the video. Basically, maybe some of y'all probably would have had a question if it actually really did pass through. And as you can see that right there, that bullet holes did puncture through. So let's go ahead and take this shit out. I'm telling you, look at the back part of that right there. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. There's some holes. You definitely wouldn't be a happy camper if you were wearing this and some subsonic 300 hit your level 3A. Okay, you'd definitely be in a little bit of a bind. I'm just going to take this shit off right here. This is the back layer. Okay, this is the front layer right here. So what we're going to do is flip it over. Take this shit out. There we go. Okay, so this is the front layer, just like this. Alright. There's all the bullet holes. I don't know if you can see that pretty good right there. Bullet holes all over the place. Now look at that back right there. There's some bullet holes just punctured through. There's one right there. There's a whole bunch right here in the middle. There's one right here. I don't know if you can see that or not. Okay, level 3A right there. Let's see, level 3A threat level. Okay, so this is facing this direction right here on coming to the rounds. Okay, now this is the back panel, so we're going to take it off in the direction of the bullet. Right there. Alright. So this is the back panel. This is what's on your back in the direction of the bullet. And you can see what the heck happened here. Okay. You definitely got some damage right there. That's probably a liver or, you know, under a rib cage. You got all kinds of problems here. All kinds of problems right there, right there, and right there. Okay. Anything Did anything come out the other end? Looks like we got something right up in here. Okay, those 5.56 rounds just kind of whizzed on through. I do feel some hard shit in there, like one of those subsonic 300 blackouts might be in the back panel. Like I actually feel some shit in there. So let me see. Oh yeah, I feel a 300 blackout in there. Let's see. Let me get me a knife and see if I can cut this shit open. Let me use a table shit. Take this out. Alright, our Kevlar right here. Okay, now oh shit, this just flopped out. Look at that. Look at that. That thing just flopped out of there. Can you see that right there? Look at that. That's 300 blackout 220 grain, and that's in the back panel. Okay. Look at that. That would have ripped through your entire body and hit the back panel. So if 220 grain 300 blackout is armor piercing, like I said earlier in the video, what makes you believe that the ATF and NFA branch and other branches of government can't just ban all rifle ammunition? I mean, if 300 blackout 220 grain will go through level 3A body armor, you know, every rifle round just about can. So that's pretty much my argument to this video, is showing you factual evidence that if you allow the gun community what's left of it, which is a freaking joke, okay, is that if they allow that ammunition, that M855 ammunition to be banned, then what's not to say that everything else can't be? Like I say, when you lose one right, it's gone. It's just about impossible to get it back. That is a freaking heavy-ass freaking bullet there. That's no joke. And I think, yeah, there's one more right there. Yeah, right there. There we go. No, that looks like a freaking 300. Oh, look at that. It's a 300. Never mind. Excuse me. Okay. Right there. There's another one. And that's, again, subsonic 220 grain P&W 300 blackout. Okay. And this was the back layer, of course. I have to keep reminding y'all that. The back panel. So, at the end of the day, if this ammunition right here, 300 blackout, can be armor piercing, again, what keeps the ATF from banning all rifle ammunition? Okay? That's this shit right here. That's this shit right here. Okay? Right there. 300 blackout, subsonic, P&W 220 grain. Anyways, hopefully this video has been somewhat informative. You know, at the end of the day, I'm hoping that the gun community and all of its glory and all of its bickering and all of its insanity can figure out that at the end of the day that the government, the ATF, you know, they don't want you having none of this shit. And they're going to try every which way to get your ammunition out of your guns, because if they can't take the guns themselves, they'll start picking at the ammunition. They'll start picking at any little thing to screw you over, okay? So don't let this happen. So this is irrefutable, factual evidence, okay, that indeed just about every rifle cartridge can be armor piercing. So I will see you bitches later.